McDonald, the man in motion. Again, it's Connor. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Here we go. Blue 30. Here we go. Black 20.
In motion left is Rodgers. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
In motion left comes Bryant. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. In motion left is Rodgers. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they'll put Bryant in motion left. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Packers get set to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now this time, Rodgers will throw. Lets it go for Nelson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Man in motion right, Antonio Brown. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
In motion left comes Bryant. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
In motion right is Bryant. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll send Brown in motion right. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. In motion right is Brown. On third down, it's Connor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Heinz Field after this. On second down, here's Rodgers. And Jeff Janis has it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He completes it middle of the field to Janis. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Second down, Montgomery. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Oh, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The old connection, Rodgers to Nelson, getting Green Bay a first down. Rodgers now on first down. Lets it go for Nelson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So second and 10 here. Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Rodgers now on first down. And this one's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Rodgers will try again on second down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Evades him at the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually third down, fourth down? They got them on second down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
Shift together here from the D-line. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
The man in motion is Brown. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McDonald. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Two. Like 20. Go.
And they'll put Bryant in motion left. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete right side to McDonald. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. In motion left comes Brown. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Antonio Brown in motion left. They run with a former Michigan man. This is Fitzgerald Toussaint working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Bryant, the man in motion right. They try again with Toussaint. And he's got room. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
McDonald, the man in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. And with a play clock at 3, we're going to get a timeout called from the sideline as they'll burn the first of their allotted 3. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. A toss running left. That's Connor. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not in a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
258.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here we go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing.
In motion right is Bryant. They start with a give to counter. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
In motion left here, Antonio Brown. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll send Brown in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Toussaint on the toss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Maybe a free play now for Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here we go. 230. Hurry up, let's go. Back 20.
Man in motion right, Antonio Brown. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Quick hitch, complete. It's Cobb. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. A first first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
In motion left comes Bryant. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run, pushing through the contact. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 46 yards. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. McDonald, the man in motion. They run with Connor. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Easy.
In motion right is Brown. Antonio Brown in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
The man in motion is Brown. On third down, it's Connor, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth. In motion left comes Brown. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 4 that time, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. And they'll put Bryant in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now receiver in motion left. Man in motion right, Antonio Brown. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether there's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And this looks to probably be the final play. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And Charles,